Testing, testing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on, my brothers and sisters? So, this is something that I definitely want to talk about. And this is going to be a quick craft. This is going to be a quick workshop of the facial expression of confusion. And those of y'all know, I'm pretty sure y'all know what the confusing face look like, but there are many aspects of it. And I had wanted to give y'all the behind the scenes or how my mind works when I be analyzing this. I'm taking Dr. Paul Ekman courses and I'm doing certain other classes. I'm reading books, but I'm over here utilizing the knowledge that I'm getting. And I want y'all to see. So, for instance, the confusion face. You can think about that in your head. What does that appear? How does that look? How can you see that? How can you feel that? When you speaking to somebody when you're out and about and they give that confusion face, you could just sense it. Because you see it, whether it's subconsciously or consciously. So I want y'all to like pay more attention so we can look through the aspects of it and we can see what's common in the facial expression of confusion. It's right here. See, you can scroll down. We can scroll down and we looking and we seeing all types of confusion face. I like to start with the well-known meme I be using. And yeah, this was off a documentary actually by Nick Young when his mother was talking about how he was a clown. She was joking, but you could just see how his facial reaction was, his expression. So we all know that was like a what? And what is pretty much confused. It could be like, it's similar to, for instance, people who don't see well without glasses or they can't see from a certain distance. Do they open their eyes like this to try to see better? They'll squint usually. So it could kind of cross reference with that. And people tend to get it confused with the disgust or with the anger because right here, you see the eyebrows, right? Eyebrows usually go downward. I messed that up. Downward. I know that's exaggerating, but that's really what it's doing right there. And most of the time, you'll see the underlines of people eyelids. But here's the thing: anger, disgust have the same similarities with the eyebrows going down. But when somebody's angry or when somebody's disgusted, it's one slight difference. Their mouth usually tend to be open when they're in disgust or in disbelief. But we're going back to the confusion thing because they share similar traits. So this is how we could dive more deep into it. So you have to know the scene, the situation. You can't just blindly look at other references and you might tend to get it right, but this is not 100% accuracy. This is just increasing the possibilities of you being on point to analyze different situations. So again, this right here, it's this thing by Dr. Paul Ekman called FACS, and this gives the underlying of the muscles in our face that we use. For instance, it'd be like A6, and this will be like T4. I'll explain that more on the Patreon, but we're gonna go more into it right here. So, slight head tilt, we see that. Usually when somebody's confused or somebody's like, come again, huh? To try to verify, their head is not parallel. Their head tilt to the side as we see right here. So that's just one good reference. On to the next one. Again, looking from the side, the eyebrows. She don't have that much of an underlying eyelids, but again, that's showing. And the eyes. That's another one. This one, even though most of these are paid actors or just a common knowledge, but still, this is good to train your eye though, like an artist. Of course, you could tell by the nonverbal cues with her hands, like, whoop. That right there should just, automatically be like a, I don't know, but again, and usually from other people ethnicities you could see it more and you could see it less, but we're gonna keep it going. Don't know the answer. Thinking. See that head is tilt parallel, not parallel, the opposite of parallel, my bad. And of course, this nonverbal gesture right here is just giving it off. Thinking. Here's another good one right here. Not only he's confused, but this tends to go, since I don't know the story behind it, and I know this is mostly paid actors, but not only confused, but worried. Worried, because this is a coping mechanism that we tend to do when we worry. Some people be biting their nails. Some, as adults, suck their thumb. Some just, to soothe themselves. That's a nonverbal cue. And another thing is we could get more into death is, he don't have that much hair at the top. So probably in his 40s. So we could just make a story of an assumption in a good educated way by saying he's worried and he's thinking, he's confused about a situation or event. Or it could just be a normal, I don't know the answer. So that's another way we could look at it. Another nonverbal gesture. Boom. It's always with the hand. And most of the time it tends to be their dominant hand. Okay. She's a different ethnicity, as we could see. Brown paper bag. Brown paper bag. Okay. She don't got that much of an underlying eyelids, but we still see this.